Alright guys, welcome back to episode 8 of our Marienburg campaign. After the last episode, we drove back the Norscan menace, we got pounded by Slaanesh, and yeah, that's pretty much the tale of the tape, man. So now we need to kind of find a direction to go in this campaign. We are pretty close to banishing the orcs here, so next turn we're going to go in and take down Massoral. We sacked it last time. I mean, if Rorik wants to come in and take it, that's fine as well. We have a character heading over to Araby. He's waddling down there. And do we have a merchant? Yes, he's returning to the capital right now and should be ready to party here for another route very soon. And we're actually going to have enough to make a ton of money on one of his merchant caravans. We've been kind of destitute, just dragged into attrition-heavy wars. These Black Cap guys, very squishy, but man, oh man, they have high melee attack. That is for sure. All right, so we traded to the elves. We gave them a Wrecker's Point. We forced them into war with Norska, which is exactly what we want. Just using our Haggard Palpatine schemes. Nurgle is pounding a lot of the Empire over here. That could be my plan. Use Toddy and this character to go secure the Empire from Nurgle. Franz is not happy at all, but he is slowly increasing with us, so I'm tempted to go and just clean him up. But the problem is Elspeth is still in a defensive alliance with him, so if I get dragged into some shenanigans there, that could be unfortunate. So we're going to go ahead and just march normally down here with you. Yeah, head by, and we're going to recruit one more unit. Definitely need a frontliner here. The Black Caps are cool, and we have that buff on the Sword of Sulcan that buffs them now, so it's going to make them a little bit nicer. Yeah, we could get the Knights Mariner or the Black Caps. Let's get under the Black Cap. They seem really cool. Very fun unit.
Yes, my lord.
Marienburg is looking glorious, and here's our new trade character, so he's going to waddle down here, and yeah, I think we're ready for the next turn, and we'll do Gotrek and Felix this episode too. We'll take our real army to go fight it instead of like a side army that's super haggard. All right, so there's an Empire homie who wants military access, which is fine. I'm okay with that. You can trundle around my territories all you like. And great. All right, so we have Angry Gods or Tribute. We could pay the 1,000 gold. I know I have a couple territories on the brink right now. What the hell? He got wounded. Oh, that tricky Manflea got him. Okay, you dirty dog. He'll be respawning at the capital soon enough, and it does look like a lord has popped up here. So now we go finish this territory off once and for all. Oh, crushing defeat. Oh, it's because the garrison was able to Yeah, I guess I took more damage. Okay, so this is going to be a multi-turn escapade here. We're going to move back here. We're going to go heal, and we could hard march too. We could just start hard marching back this way, and we'll replenish, come back, and finish the job. It was worth the money, though. It was like 9,000, so that was worth it. I didn't think they would get back on their feet that quickly. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we got fully upgraded powder. Techless is experience gain for all casters. Engineering Guild is research rate, which would have been better to get early. Let's take the Clergy of Sigmar and get rid of all the corruption, which is just infesting our lands. Certainly causing some drama. Jan is chilling. We can go ahead and get you. You're recruiting the Great Swords. Big Dog here is ready to march. I really, really want to just take down France's territories, but we could just get Brass Keep. Krukenwald and Ergeg are here. So those are two good territories I could take. Yeah, so I think that is kind of the next front we want to open up on here. So let's march down here to the city. So we're going to go march here with Hans. We'll do the Gotrek and Felix fight probably up on the next turn here. We got that all set. Homie's going to come back and heal. Toddy is recruiting his great swords. He's all afflicted by Slaanesh, which is great fun. And yeah, several of these characters are actually, which is hilarious. They need some Jesus in their life, dude. They need a little bit of the Lord and Savior. All right, so we can get a non-aggression pact with the Feastmaster who has 0 settlements. I think we're all right on that. We're going to skip out on that. And yes, you are going to continue heading down to Araby. We're going to save money for our baggage train next turn. Let's have you keep heading down to Araby, homie. And I do have the Rumor of the Giant. It's only 500, but I think it's actually will give us a little bit more in the way of... so we can actually get this Witch Hunter guy, and he can start to go complete that quest. I want to go see what's cooking over there, so he's going to waddle. All right, guys, see you in the next one. All right, Lewin is here, and he wants us to join a war against Skaven. No, thank you. See you on the other side, dog. Boris still just spreading Slaanesh corruption in the capital city. To get rid of that, I think I need to... Yeah, let's see. Slaanesh corruption, devotees... God. Oh, God, it's going to backfire on us so bad. It's my lack of fact, campaign mechanics that are you know, making that a little bit tricky. Like, I'm not even sure how those marks work or what they even do. You know? Whoa, no, wrong character. God damn it. No, he needs to keep going down to Araby. Yeah, so you're going to go there. I guess I just wasted his movement. It's fine. It's just one extra turn or something like that. And our river character, he is going to head up to this territory here. And there he goes. So the Empire looking real haggard right now. We have a bunch of RWRs we can grab, so I'm going to go here. I think these guys have a trade agreement with the Man-Eaters, and they do have a fair amount of territory up here in the north. I would love to acquire some of this land. We might need to just break that trade agreement with them. We'll see how we want to play it. Taking down Nurgle would be a big step in the right direction, though. That is for sure the case. Okay. So let's just assess things. Yeah, like, Slaanesh is straight up just, like, melting this realm of Altdorf here, this beautiful city. Castle Reichsguard, we're going to go ahead and get the Colleges of Magic. And we can upgrade you to Tier 2, which is what we've been wanting to do. Oh, I think I do have another caravan right now, don't I? Yeah, so we can hold off on upgrading everything here. So let's cut Altdorf. We're going to get that later. And we're going to go get the caravan. And 7,000, that's so much up there, man. Karan Kar, yeah, there's some risky routes. Down here, we do have 5,000 at Suddenburg. Let's, where have we not sent stuff, you know? Where have we not, like, explored? God, Karan Kar, though, that's so lucrative. That's so lucrative. You know what? Yeah, let's see what we can get. We're going to do the high, it's only a 4-turn run, but that's going to be 15,000 gold. I mean, come on, dog. Yeah. Okay, so we got the quest done there.
Praise Sigma.
Praise Sigma. Okay, so that has been sent. Do we want to get walls? I feel like we need some Jesus in this city, so maybe we do get the clergy to deal with the corruption. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Even though the corruption is coming from these guys, which is pretty hilarious. River Wardens, we'll get one more River Warden, and honestly, Toddy, I think we'll get rid of the trait if I use him to defeat the Slaanesh forces, right? So maybe we try with Toddy again. It'd be really funny if we failed, but, you know, I wouldn't be upset. It'd be hilarious. All right, so Home Dog is going to go back here. He's going to go replenish in Aquitaine. Kind of set back our game plan a little bit, because now we're going to have to deal with this shit. I mean, I'm sure they would take peace. No, they wouldn't. Should have just taken it and uprooted it. I saw the call of money, and I felt greedy. You know, I felt greedy. Just had to go for it. All right, so let's go get in the city here in Aquitaine. We don't have enough to recruit anything, I don't think, at this point. The wizards are being upgraded, so we're going to need to get some Harry Potters in this army. I don't know if we have the means to recruit another Harry Potter yet. We will soon. Okay. Jan is there. And where are we going with Hans? Yeah, Hans needs to figure out a game plan. Kemperbad, Grunberg, Nuln. I mean, what relations do I have with her? She's starting to like us a lot. I would love to, you know, maybe we go take Kemperbad. We, like, smash Nurgle. And then we, like, trade Grunberg for Kemperbad. I don't know if she would actually do that. How many territories does Festus actually have, and how strong is he? Strength rank 62. He's at war with the ogres. Oh, that's interesting. And he's only got 3 territories. Okay, so I think we just go and try and finish off him. So he's got Ergig, Brasskeep, and then Kemperbad. So we're going to go down to Kemperbad first. We're going to hard march. Yeah, and we're going to attack that next turn. And then we're going to try and trade that to consolidate our Altdorf territory. We'll see if she'll do it. That'd be really nice. Game plan over here. Johannes is going to take down Massive Oracle eventually. We're going to go after you, secure that territory. The Black Pit is owned by our Elvish allies. We have some decent little territory here as well. We could recruit some Witch Hunters maybe. Okay, guys. Next turn. Let's get it. All right, the Dawi are here. They're probably going to be like, yes, join a war against the annoying... Dude, the last people I want to fight are the Norskins. Marching into Norska is probably one of the most miserable experiences in this game. Oh, we get Unbreakable and Demon Bane. Okay, so we will fight the Hellspawn. We're going to auto-resolve the hell out of that. And now his army has Unbreakable and Demon Spawn too. We'll take the replenishment here. Looking great. And cool, yeah, Unbreakable Merchant Army. I mean, that's pretty sick. Oh, we get the Arwar Great Cannon. That's money. We could actually delete you. So let's go ahead and delete this. And we're going to take that sweet ROR Great Cannon, I think. That's going to be super fun to use. Although we'll do it when we conquer the city here. Alright, I don't have any agreements with him. He's trading with those guys, and he's at war with the ogres. And that will actually make these ogres like us, which is, in a way, kind of cool. Alright, sweet Prince Festus. Prepare to get karate chopped. And we'll auto-resolve you. And then we're going to go ahead and occupy this. And then let's see if we can trade Kemperbad right now. We're going to try. Ooh, we got a mount on our big dog. Okay, so... Elspeth, we're friendly now, right? We're homies. Let's go ahead and trade Grunberg for Kemperbad. Whoa, why will you not do that? Okay, well, that's annoying, but it is what it is. This territory is going to be an absolute meme. We'll just make some money out of it and call it a day. It's probably going to be dealing with rebellions. Manon's Bounty. Ooh, Knights Mariner. Not that we're super into those. Let's just max out the replenishment. Harbor Master Chad. He's slowly getting there. Let's get him here. We have Homeboy. We got some good mounts now. I feel like this army is going to be pretty menacing soon. Foe Seeker. Yeah, we'll get Foe Seeker. Can be good in long battles. And the Sword of Sulkin. The Black Cap contracts. We have all that. We'll just make him nice and armored, nice and durable, and then we'll get melee defense real next. All right, Jan is leveled up.
Yes,
Jan's almost got all his goodies. Global imports. At the start of the random general, we'll get the tradable resource production, 50% local region if Jan is garrison in Marienburg. Jan will no longer get the lazy trait. Lord recruit rank when garrison in Marienburg. That could be good if we want to replace Toddy. Is there anything else we want to get up here? Ostlander Pork. We haven't chosen this, right. So who still has stuff? Like, who's still alive in that part of the world, like, empire-wise, right? The Empire, it's kind of hard to tell what's cooking there. I think most of those Imperial factions are just kind of cooked up.
What does the Emperor bid?
His final trade is Housebound Coopers. Dilemma. Okay, we get a dilemma. Yeah, we'll just do the global importer. It'll give us a dilemma next turn, which should be fun. Okay, buildings ready for upgrades. Altdorf. Oh god, yes. Just roll in the money, dude. Yes. Feast like the heathen kings of old. And this is our merchant lord. He can do the better scales for the sell value on the cargo. Should have done that a little bit sooner, but it's all good. And yeah, I feel like things are finally starting to come together here in this campaign. Flensburg is here. I could, again, sell this to Elspeth for a ton of money and good relations. Kemperbad, because it's just kind of a poopy territory here. I would love to get Grunberg. Maybe it'll change. Maybe it won't let me just because I just now got it. Oh, dear God. Okay. That just escalated quickly. All right, then. So Grom apparently has formed a huge-ass army over here. So what we need to do is we need to go to Altdorf and cancel some buildings. And we need to recruit some RORs for this army, man, because it's going to be ugly otherwise. All right, so we're going to get the Grundle's Defenders, and we can get the Cannon. Yeah, that's going to be a tough fight. That's a lot of mobility. I don't have a lot in the front, but if they attack Aquitaine, we should win just because of the garrison. So I think he's just down to Massive Oracle too. At this point, I'm just kind of like, I would even take peace with him. Just send him back to his little rat's nest in the corner, and then we can ambush it and backstab it later if we so choose. He might go for Castle Bastogne. The garrison there is pretty respectable. I think that this army, I don't think could take him. Maybe it could. I mean, we could go test the waters now that we have the RORs, most of the units, and I think that would pull in the garrison of the city too, which is Aquitaine's garrison here. So let's go see what this looks like. We can just run back to the city if we don't like the way it looks. Okay, so he just under-burrowed here. We're going to do that and see what that looks like. Valiant defeat. Yeah, it's a bit of a sketchy fight. It's winnable, but Marienburg, we're pragmatic. We're going to play it safe, you know. That is how we do it. All right, guys. Let's get the next turn going. I think everybody's done. Any trade agreements we can get? Wargrove of Woe, Northern Provinces would maybe consider some trade, but yeah, not quite yet. They will soon. They will soon, my friends. All right, so we've done this territory up here. We've moved you up to these regions, and then we have our homeboy on his Arabian adventure, which maybe he'll get there eventually. I don't know. I sure hope so. All right, so the Broken Axe foolishly attacking us in our garrison, and it looks like our garrison actually wins. So go back to the shadows, Grom. Smell you later, nerd. That's why you build good walls. All right, we'll take the money. So Grom is going to be banished, and our other army should be able to polish him off, especially with that great cannon. I guess we already have Culverins in our main army, so the ROR cannon can just sit in that army, which again has a lot of missile kind of elements. All right, oh God, no. Decline and break alliance. Oh. No. Not like this. All right, so finance your future. Loan repayment. I mean, I really don't need that. Yeah, no freaking thank you. No, get out of here with that. We're not that desperate. So the Witch Hunter is going to try and assassinate this guy, and he succeeds. Oh, what a Chad, dude. Nice. All right, this is the beginning of your story, buddy. We're just going to chase down a bunch of Nurgle characters. All right, and we have some events we can do. We can't quite reach Massive Oracle. We can go into ambush. Castle Bastogne. I'm going to invest in those walls even more. Ended up being very worth it. Jan is... Oh, shit. Okay, well, that was fun, getting dragged into that conflict, huh? So we're going to cancel the walls here that we were building at Castle Bastogne. I would love to get Montfort somehow. Yeah, it's kind of a shame I can't grab that. And Jan is going to have to basically emergency recruit a garrison. That is all we can really do, while we're going to send Boris to go spread Slanesh corruption. Wurtbad is still owned by Count Chocula. He's got 10 territories, so he's a bit of a menace. We don't need to worry too much about that yet. Ulrika Magdova, let's get her and get these Dragon Slayers decently nice. It gives her some big, powerful ammunition for these fights, so should be good. And Hans is going to head up to the Nurgle lands and try and just deal with Festus once and for all. But Festus actually pushed back to the Brass Keep. I think that's all he has. Yeah, he's been sent back to the Shadow. It's just these Chunguses, these ogres who are popping off. I mean, I have a trade agreement with them, so they should like us. Treaty with the Man-Eaters. They don't like that I'm friends with Reichland or I'm friends with the Great Orthodoxy, but it is improving, so yeah, I mean, look, we're mercantile. We're going to be trading with those guys. I'm totally fine with that. Okay, so elsewhere in the realm, Jan needs to emergency recruit. I think we're okay with the garrison as it is in Marienburg. Like, this army is good, but with Jan plus an emergency garrison, I think we're all right. So he's going to go ahead and recruit some Knights Mariner, and we can go ahead and grab all these Arwars as well. So we're just going to go ahead and grab all these guys and see what happens. All right, we recruit them. Did that not recruit all those guys? It's kind of weird. Didn't I click that? Oh, I don't have the money. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to hold. Losing Marienburg would be a pain in the butt. That is for sure. And Boris, I want to get rid of the marks. I'm pretty sure it said to get rid of the marks I have to go back there, but he might be needed back in the capital city here. So we're going to hard march to Marienburg. There we are. Okay, homie's going to go. Altdorf is, you know, somewhat well defended. It's got a pretty big garrison here. And Hans. Elspeth is starting to become more and more friendly. Eventually, we could probably get her to trade territories. Let's see if she'll give us Grunberg for Kemperbad now. I don't know if it was like a short-term penalty, but okay, Grunberg and Kemperbad. Yeah, there's no way that's going to be happening soon. Okay, so north we have Festus, we have the Empire. I think we just consolidate our efforts over here. Although our expansion, we need to figure out how we want to expand and where we want to expand. Obviously, these ogres would be a worthy foe, the Man-Eaters. I could start breaking. I could close the trade agreement with them for now. I think that would be fine. It's a little bit of money, but yeah, I think we got to just take territory, man. So we're going to go ahead and break that for now. We've ended the trade agreement with them, and now Hans is going to run to the north. And we could take Talabheim, and yeah, Talabheim, Kemperbad is actually ours, so we could maybe reclaim it. And then Draika has what? Draika has got 6 territories, the Wargrove of Woe. Okay. Going to be kind of annoying to complete provinces here, to be honest with you.
Ready to serve.
Yeah, we come up here, we take down this double region. That's going to send the ogres back to the pits. This army is very strong. It's getting very, very good. So yeah, we'll move this way and do that. Hard decisions here, but that's part of the fun. All right, so Big Dog, we need to go and finish off Massive Oracle. We could just keep Massive Oracle. It's not the worst territory. It looks like there is an army gathering here, so we're going to go here and go into ambush stance. Although I moved a little bit too far, sad face. Taking on that plus the garrison, it's somewhat decent. We may have to fight it with our artillery, but we'll see what's cooking here. And we are trespassing. Maybe the elves will declare war, and that'll give us something to fight here. All right, guys. See you in the next turn. Marienburg in danger, but certainly not cooked or anything. We can call in allies from Carrick Ziflin, get some dwarf cannons. Yeah, that's nice. Those will be good. We can dump those off in the other armies there. All right, getting real sweaty, guys. All right, so the scaling have attacked, and it looks like Big Daddy Jan is going to be able to defend this. Hell yeah, dude. Let's drive them back to the shadows and take their money. And we'll try and sue for peace with them eventually. Yeah, that'll happen. All right, keep the established route. We got the Chaos Breaker. Jan does have some abilities that actually bolster his army, too. So we got the dwarf cannons. Toddy is going to go meet up with Jan, and he's going to go requisition some of those units there. Okay, and it looks like Peter de Groot is ready. I don't know where it dumped him off, but we'll figure that out. Oh, the Wonder of the Age and the Black Lions. Now we're getting sweaty, guys. Now we're getting real sweaty. Okay. So we have the Great Swords. Toddy is going to go grab some cannons. We're going to get those. Outstanding. And now I'm hoping we can go and just fight Slanesh with Toddy's army and get it done. Big Dog is leveled up. We're going to get bread and games. And then we can just delete all these RWARs and these other units, send them back to bolster our economy a little bit. And all right. Yeah, a lot of nice upgrades that we do around our lands. All right, Peter de Groot, he was going to join this army here. It looks like the orcs are just chilling in Massoral. You guys are battling the orcs. Now, let's see if they'll take peace with us. No, okay, so we're just going to have to finish off Grom the old-fashioned way. I'm pretty sure our army can beat this army. And the garrison is pretty whack, too. So if we just besiege it, lock it down, then he's pretty much out of the game, right? We just got to besiege him, and we'll see if the auto says we're good, so that's fine. We'll just set up some siege towers and whatnot. Yeah, this army is pretty easy for this force with all the shooting. We could just continue the siege, and that will get rid of the... Shouldn't get rid of the attrition, right, when I'm sieging? That's kind of strange. Maybe Massoral has some shenanigans with that. All right, so he's coming, and maybe we'll fight that at the end of the turn. Jan is leveled up. Dilemma, Speaker of Berghoff. Backroom politics for all lords. Ooh, nice, okay. So now we have this. Master Speaker of Berghoff. And what else do we get from that? Treasury minus 2,500. Control and growth in all provinces and local provinces. And then we get the speaker's speech. Okay, yeah, we'll take the... We'll bribe the speaker.
What does the Emperor bid?
And Jan can equip him, I think. Or do we just want to recruit a character to hold on to that for us? This captain, I was basically just rolling down to Araby. I guess he... Yeah, follower gain, so control.
The Empire.
We're going to send the Witch Hunter down here, and this Witch Hunter can have an ancillary. We're going to give him the Speaker Man. Okay. That's for you guys. Control and growth, and then we can also do Dread Baron. Okay. Control, and we're just going to have this guy be like a homie who hangs out faction-wide, entertainer, campaign line of sight, sure, and then we can just give him Fisherman. Okay, so he's going to waddle down there, and that should be able to buff our economy up, which should be good. All right, elsewhere, Mindenheim is here. The ogres are about ready to go. I think it is deteriorating now since we broke the trade agreement, or it's improving, I guess. Okay. We'll go smash the Brass Keep. That'll be the first thing we'll do on the docket. All right, and we'll trespass, and they're going to hate us a little bit more, but that is what it is. Jan hanging out in the capital city, and we might want to try and sue for peace with the Norskins if we can. Or with since we just smashed them up pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty close to peace. They'll give it to us soon. Obviously, they're going to want to attack our northern territories, but I'm thinking that we will have some defenses there. All right, let's get the money buildings, and we're just going to get big money Jan buildings everywhere. He's about ready. Building upgrades, and what else can I grab here? Growth, yeah, does help give us a little bit of control there. Sure, why not? We'll slap that building down. Boris Todbringer is going to march back to Altdorf and go fight the Gotrek and Felix quest. He should be able to win it this time around. I can recruit more Harry Potters, and I think the Colleges of Magic are about done. So having a wizard is going to be, yeah, next turn. So that's great. So then we can really sauce up Toddy's army.
How should we proceed?
And as far as this fight goes, it says we're going to lose. We're still taking attrition. Yeah, the mountain takes its toll. A wise lord would find a road or leave the place. I mean, I'm pretty sure we win this. I don't know what Massive Oracle's wall garrison situation looks like. Powder units are notoriously bad in sieges, but I think we can win this fight. So we are going to fight that and just make sure everything else is done. And before the attrition takes its toll, right? That's going to be the game plan. All right, valiant defeat. We don't have any battering rams, but we should be able to win this. I think. I think we got the wizards, and the gun units are kind of subpar in city fights, but we'll see if we can make it work. All right, guys. Wish us luck, and it's going to be really funny when we lose this fight. All right, so here we are at the dreaded Orc capital here. I think I know how we're going to play this. I can already see the angle. That looks pretty opportune. The outside here is a little bit more open. Yeah, this looks like as nice a spot as any. So we're going to get the cannons and the artillery here. Although over there, I think we only had one spot to really worry about. Yeah, you can see here we have start deployment. Here, we're only going to get hit by one tower potentially, and we could just blast that tower down with the artillery. And then we should be cooking. All right, so we're going to get our front line, which is all of 3 units. It's just low tier militia. We got 2 money bags. There we go. Super elite front line. Warrior Priest is going to be with them, and he's an Empire captain technically, so they will go fight with the front. We have our dude, our Huntsman General, our Harry Potter. Whole bunch of guns, which we could just kind of park right here with some Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes a little bit behind them. And put you guys in 4. And the Air Jaeger Corps will just try and snipe some homies up on the walls as soon as we can. Don't think the AI is going to siege out very frequently, but let's go ahead and knock down this tower here, and then we can do a slow advance on him. That's going to be the plan. All right. Just slow grind, take it easy. And we have the cannon barrages that Orc Tower is about to get absolutely hammered down. So let's move up the front line. Tower's almost done for. Let's move up here and call it a day. Great, so that tower is done. Just to be safe, we're going to go ahead and take out the other tower here. so we don't get hit on the advance. All right, so the shooting corps can go over there. This is going to be a cagey one. Basically, we're going to shoot holes in the walls. We can start with some of the boats of doom. Let's see how lined up they are. A couple units of orc boys there. That actually looks like a good one. Kind of hard to tell with the legendary battle camera there. Yeah, that was a pretty good little bombard. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's go up. Let's go up. Airgate Jaeger Corps is going to be posturing as well, and the tower is getting taken to Pound Town. So what we do when that tower is down is we shoot a hole in the wall, which will do decent damage. It's almost there. Just fast forward a little bit. Airgate Jaeger Corps can shoot the air boys up in the wall if we want to. The melee corps is going to probably stay behind the powder corps. It's going to be a cagey rat fight, but I think we can minimize casualties. I think we can. All right. So it's done, and now the orcs, we need to go ahead and destroy this wall section. All right, we are getting shot by some arrows, it looks like. Our Harry Potter character can go get some wind blasts if we want to. It looks like, yeah, those are the orcs up in the wall there, so pretty troll. All right, so are we going to get the wall? The wall is being hit, and it's pretty tanky, but you can see now that Great Bombard is, man, it really thumps on that thing, dude. All right, the big dogs can shoot these guys, and the Witch Hunter, not Witch Hunter, but the man can use a little bit of arrow fire there. And now that the wall is dealt with, if we can just blast the hole in the wall and then we get our powder corps to go up and just shoot through that breach, that is like the spice of life, really. That is what we want. Powder is always a little bit haggard in sieges, but, you know, it can still do some work. All right, so now we got a breach. That is our way in. We have some pirate ships of doom. They're very blobbed right here, so we're going to try and get them. There we go. Nice. The calling in the naval support with is very fun flavor. Very Vampire Coast. We have the oil flask. We can throw the oil flask up here, and the powder army is on its way. Soon we're going to have a little bit of line of sight here. So the bombard and you guys. Yeah, sniping up in the walls. You guys can shoot what? That is a gatehouse here. Let's go ahead and shoot that fort wall right there. Knock that shit down. These guys are almost done for, and here comes the big man. He's going to move up and throw his oil flask up in the wall. Yeah, they should be breaking soon. And then we are going to get you guys to set up like so. Do this, and just unleash on the orc army inside. And if they come out, you know, we have some units to greet them. We can kite them back. We have some Heaven's Magic, you know, all sorts of good stuff. All right, so we'll let the Airgate Jaeger Corps finish those air boys up in the wall. I think that's going to be fine. We can get the Trebuchet to shoot at them too. All right, they're almost polished off here. And now we just need a little bit of line of sight on these guys. Perfect. That's going to fall down here. There we go. All right, and let's get this other wall section. Yeah, it's going to be good. All right, so Huntsman General, pretty good little sniper. You can see how the powder units are able to draw line of sight now. Haggard powder sieging. That's why arrows are better in sieges, because they can just shoot over walls. The arrow of Akshai there. Look at the AI kind of hiding there, being real cagey. I respect the grind. I respect the grind on the AI here. So we're going to get you guys here. You guys right here, and then you guys can just be a little bit deep set. And the troll armor torpedoes will be at the ready. Okay. So one unit is in the trash. We got our powder ready, and we're going to start unleashing into the city. When that wall is down, it's going to be another area that we can hopefully shoot into here. And the troll armor torpedoes getting what damage they can. And eventually we get our guys up on the actual walls of the city. We need to get you guys a little bit closer to support just to be safe. Okay. Big dog here is going to shoot. You can see the Chaos Warrior Great Opens are getting it pretty bad. So they try and move out of the city. Definitely getting hammered. We can do a wind blast to slow them down a little bit. Just make it so they get hammered a little bit more, and then we can do a bombardment right there. Okay, so far it's going according to plan, guys. The Haggard siege is upon us. Cannons are shooting into the city. So basically, the AI just is like, I want to go outside, and no, I don't want to go outside. It's like a back and forth dilemma for them, which it looks like these ones are thinking about making it, but I don't think those Chaos Warriors will make it very far. We're going to go throw an oil flask on them as well, so do a little bit of that. And then eventually we get up on their walls with our own guns, which is going to be heavy metal. I love it. Those guys are shaking and stirred. Our Heaven's Caster has Wind Blast. Okay, we can do a little bit of Wind Blast to slow them down, although I think we just saved the Winds of Magic for now. Powder's ready. We're not going to have a great time. Oh, God, old man sneeze. We're not going to have a great time fighting them in close quarters, obviously. Let's get you up. We can shoot here, shoot the Bombard Cannon into the Orc Biggins, and those guys are getting hammered into another dimension. Yeah, this is like the closest to cheese we've done this campaign. I mean, but again, it's just the campaign AI. It's, you know, it could use a little bit of milk. It's fine in field battles, but in sieges, it's always been a bit of a struggle if CA hasn't it. All right, let's go shoot the Biggins there. We're going to get you coming in. Oh, where'd my Harry Potter go? Is he alive somewhere? He was getting attacked by something. I want to make sure he's not getting cooked. Basically just farming him. Hopefully this is an educational moment for everyone, including myself. I'm kind of doing this on the fly. I've never really played it like this before. Okay, so cannon and calling in the naval bombard. Those guys are getting shreked. We still have the power of money if we want to. And yeah, just keep that jacket going. Now the cannon can shoot this tower here, and we want the trebuchet to shoot that tower as well, because it's one of the only things that's actually doing damage to us. Here comes the orcs, thinking about surging out here, but they just walk straight into a gunfire. It reminds me of like that movie, the Crusade movie, yeah, when they're like fighting in that choke point. All right, we're gonna throw the oil flask. There it goes. Those guys get hammered, and the orc army is getting more and more decrepit by the day. Although we are eating a little bit of damage. Looks like that tower is gonna go down, and we need to get this tower because I did not notice it was shooting me the entire time. Classic stuff. Like Goblin Archers, Wind Blast should be a pretty good option against them, so we're gonna go ahead and get him with the Wind Blast here. There we are, Sweet Prince. We will see you on the other side. So that is going to be out of the picture. Keep fast forwarding. It looks like the tower is going to go down. Fort Tower should be able to hammer it. And we could start moving our melee core in, but yeah, for now, I think we just keep farming them out here. Just keep shooting them. They're kind of running out of stuff, to be honest. They keep moving in a couple of things here and there, but nothing we can't handle. Huntsman General is about out of ammo. I don't think he has restock either, so. All right, let's do a little Wind Blast on you guys. Slow you down. Get back out of the city. All right. The tower is about to be finished by our artillery, our Great Bombardo, which is a little bit low on ammo. Warrior Priest and the Elven character standing at the ready. How's our ammunition doing? These guys are actually out of ammo. They've been shooting so much. So we can send them to Group 7. So anybody who's out of ammo, we're gonna just send them back to the shadows to chill out a little bit and move up a fresh unit of guns. Now, the question is, do I want to get up on the walls? We shoot you guys, so blast them into another dimension. I don't hate the idea now of getting up on the walls here, so we're gonna go get up on the walls here. We should be able to run through the city now, and we do have that Orc General character. Can we go bully him with our character squad? We might be able to just 3v1 him. Yeah, so we're going to take you guys forward. You guys, in the meantime, can get up on the walls here, although there still are orcs there, so I got to be careful. We're just going to park you right here. And let's get the boys in. All right, so they're in. We see the Orc character here. The Warrior Priest is okay fighter. Where's our Elf Captain, Chad? He's coming in. Okay, great. I think he has the Flamboyant Duelist, so yeah, he actually has bonus versus infantry, which is going to be moderately useful. Those guys getting lured in. Yeah, the trolls are getting it. Let's go fight like this. And boink down those trolls. Looks like they're going to break. And this is going to be like the only time we're really fighting in melee, so we're going to pop Power of Money right now and just absolutely farm this guy. Check it out. Our guns are up on the walls, though. They're going to get a good line of sight angle, which is going to be really fun. And we can get you guys up on the walls here, so let's get you guys pouring in there. Keep spam clicking on this character, and we need to get our Harry Potter action here to clear out the trash units. Let's do that. All right, there we go. Very nice. Take down the general. He's steady, but not for long, hopefully. Warrior Priest, does he have the Hammer of Sigmar? He does, and then he also has this explosion ability. Gonna park you guys right there. Harmonic Convergence on you is fine. Okay, so the Orc General's almost dead. We've almost got him cooked up. He is cooked. And now do we move in with the gun line? The gun line that still has ammo. We can actually move into the streets a little bit and do our slow push. I feel like I'm playing a multiplayer siege battle. This is like what we do in multiplayer sieges. Yeah, this kind of tactics. All right, Pump Wagon, very annoying, but we have several characters who have mounts here, so they should be able to take it down. It is actually an Orc-Boar Chariot. All right. As far as what they have left, a couple units here and there, but nothing too crazy. The Chariot should start folding any moment. And we can call in our melee infantry now. We can get them in there and start moving up. So the Boar Wagon is offline. Now we move everybody into the city. The Troll Armor Torpedoes were actually shooting the entire time. It's funny, my instinct right now is like, oh, it's domination mode. I need to unsummon these guys and get them back in the pool, you know? It's very fun. All right, let's do a little bit of wind blasting right there. Bring the characters over there. They're going to get them. Those guys should break. And we should have them pretty close to army losses. It says victories in our grasp. Yeah, I can certainly feel it. So the character core with the treasure bags, chase those guys off. And the powder, who still have a little bit of ammo, we can set them up in the street right here. And just slowly move up this way. Yeah, slowly get those guys moving. All right, so the walls have been taken. The Great Bombard, a great investment for this army. Absolutely great. And it looks like they're coming, maybe with some pump wagons or something. It's a little bit hard to tell. But yeah, we're going to need some powder fire here as we do move into the city. Any victory points that I want to get down here? I don't think so. Yeah, the main victory point of Massive Oracle is up on the hill there. So we need to get that one, but we'll take what we can first. Some of the low ground ones, I'm sure. All right, so we'll take the victory point right here. The tower is online. We'll try and shoot it with the bombard. I don't know how that's going to work out, though. Let's get all you guys right here. Get you guys right there. We're going to put you in control group 7. This is for the homies who are out of ammo. We'll get the Hawklands in the city, too. Should have done that a hot minute ago. So Warrior Priest, we can use the Vial of Frost. Have you guys attack this barricade right here. So let's knock that down. We can get some of the Burgher Militia to help out. Powder units. Let's form ranks like so. And I don't know if our old bombard's going to be able to reach that. But, oh, there's a giant coming. Okay, so we're going to need our guns to shoot that giant for sure. So let's get all these guns. Let's reform in the streets like this. We're going to get you over here to start working on that. And these burger militia can go here. Let's get one money bag to go help there and one money bag to come help over here. All right, the giant is coming for that booty. He wants it. But we should be able to last samurai him with powder pretty hard. So that might actually even trigger army losses when we get him. Yeah, he's eating the shots. Heaven's Caster, where's he? So let's get a little wind blastage right there. Should have been up with the army there. But yeah, giant's getting mowed. Yeah, not as quickly as I would like. I think there's a little bit of obstruction here. But now he's on his way in. And let's get our characters and see if we can take him down. He does get through the armor of the warrior priest. Harmonic convergence. Oh, I thought that was an infantry unit. Oh, it is. It is. It's a spearman. Okay. They can go help. Looks like these walls are getting it. And the big dog is about to get mowed down. And where's Harry Potter? Okay, he's here now. Okay. Great. So we'll do a wind blast. Cool. And yeah, that's it. GG. Very effective. We basically lost nothing there. That's how you min-max, I guess. And we'll see you guys on the post-battle. All right, there you have it. Easy fight for us. And we're going to occupy it this time and delete them from the game. All right, so they're destroyed. We're going to go ahead and host Festdag here. We could recruit an extra witch hunter, I guess, from this territory if we want to. Weapons master, reload time. I don't know if we really need that, like an extra witch hunter. We have the clergy building, which is irrelevant too, so we're going to delete both of those, and we're going to keep Massive Oracle actually, just make it a little haggard mountain bastion. You know, some of the Marienburgers might enjoy it. You never know. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up the Honest Steel, which I don't know if the campaign will go that long, but it's a long-term plan. Sailor's not immune to high seas attrition, and we also get a snare ability, which is great. Shield of Faith, and Heaven's Caster. All right, Combat of Cassandora, who doesn't love it? I know Chain Lightning's better, but we go for style here, guys. All right, so he's going to join this army. We can get rid of one of the handgunner units. That is a little bit haggard. Great, great. And Boris Todbringer heading back here. Altdorf ready to be upgraded. It's Harbor. And yeah, now we got some big Chungus Festus armies to deal with. How strong are they? Ooh, shit. If both of those actually were able to reach us, that could be a problem. I don't know if they can. I don't think they can. That could be very sweaty. All right, guys. Let's get the next turn going. And we are certainly getting there, guys. We're getting there indeed. Right, the elves are here. What do they want? Probably trying to drag us into a war with Norska for a pitiful 700 gold. All right, we got the corruption. Let's get this captain up here to come help with Captain Triple Chins. And it does look like Festus and his homie here are just down to Brass Keep. And taking Brass Keep would be pretty funny. But yeah, we got to be careful. I mean, they could... Who are they at war with, by the way? He's not fighting the ogres here, yeah. The ogres are who I was hoping he would be fighting, but it is not the case. All right, so we got Theodore Bruckner, I think. We got a new hero somewhere. He is around, and Altdorf is prospering. Castle Artois, no, it's Bastogne is where I can recruit a Harry Potter. So we're going to get a Harry Potter. For that army, mainly powder. I mean, a light wizard would be fun, but again, just usually AoE magic's better. Regal is a fun trait. Perceptive, monster tracker, Imperious. Glorious charge is pretty terrible. Noble. Construction time, upkeep for characters in the force, which is not bad. Income from all buildings, and elite units get melee attack. That is a life wizard, though. But, I kind of want to get a life wizard to start leveling up here. Yeah. Because I'm going to need one somewhere. So we'll get Homie for now. Scouting, Awakening of the Wood, that's what she said. And he will go join that army. And we have a lot of money, man. We have a lot of money to work with. So firstly, we want to do a tap room here to make sure that public order doesn't get out of control. And we're just going to make an income building. And then Johan is going to come. He's going to get Peter de Groot. There you go. So Homie's going to jump in there. And yeah, we've kind of secured these southern territories. So now the next mission is to go take down Bellicor. So we're going to do that. He's going to head down this way. Jan is ready. Boris Todbringer needs to prepare for his dreaded rematch with the Slaneshi forces. Okay, and Altdorf, we can recruit a Harry Potter here. So for Toddy's army, I'm just going to get a life wizard straight up. Like, I know he's not the best choice, but like we need to keep some of these characters and greatswords alive. So we're going to get a light wizard there. All right, let's get a tap room, get this upgraded. Ubersreich can get the tavern. Sauce you up there. Very effective turn, and the caravan is returning to the capital, so we'll be able to get the dank trade in 2 turns. All right. All is good in the neighborhood, guys. We're still alive. Imperial Architects, construction cost. Sure, why not? We can get the Architects as we continue to develop. Altdorf is a town, and will soon be a city, which is going to give us the Merchant Emperor. Yeah, pretty good stuff. All right, corruption -10. We can replace that with another building once corruption is dealt with. Festus is probably coming for us. We could not beat both these armies. There's absolutely no way in hell. So I'm going to pull back for now. We're going to go an ambush dance here and see if maybe one of those armies will overextend, and then we can catch them in an ambush. I think that would be very, very good. There we go. Okay. Yeah, look at all those goodies we get there. Pretty fun. The captain is here. The witch hunter character, I know I sent one down towards here. I don't know where that guy went. Yeah, no, we had a witch hunter on the map somewhere. He was on his own. He was a rogue agent. Yeah, there he is. He needs to come here because he's got that character that'll bolster our economy pretty hard. Okay, Jan is chilling. Turn is about ready. It's going to be a fast and furious turn. Now we go after Bellicor. He's got 3 territories. I mean, going up to those islands would be a nightmare, but Borderlo and Aquitaine, I mean, we've got a nice little piece of Bretonnia here, man. Can we confederate Bretonnia? You want to be our minion? Maybe in another life. All right, Theodore Bruckner. Move any character to the following regions for the Arabian Brethren. Kill 1,000 enemies with melee cav or Demograph Knights. Oh, and then we get him. Okay. Well, I don't know how long that's going to take. We'll see. All right, Mel Gibson rolling up on us. What does he want? Trade agreement? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's get that trade agreement with the big dog himself. That's unfortunate. Borderlo just got taken by the elves. I didn't think they were going to do that, but okay. All right, Durthu, you want to be friends? Can we not seek counsel as we once did, Durthu? 4,000 gold for a trade agreement. That's quite a tall order. Orion discovered ambushing, and all right, so there is that. Let's go ahead and get Massive Oracle coming along, and we should honestly be done in this region. Yeah, we've secured it. Bellicor, I mean, the elves are going bananas. As long as I can maintain friendship with the elves, we're kind of chilling. And let's march our character out of here. We're going to head to Aquitaine, and we need to get the Harry Potter ready for this army, so we'll cut another handgunner unit. Yeah, we're going to cut one of you guys, do this, and we're going to send Norbert down here. Isn't that the name of a really haggard Eddie Murphy movie? Could have sworn it was. All right, Jan is here, and Gorsel is ready to be sauced up. All right. Ooh, but there's a fat army coming our way. Okay. Festus is chungusing after us, but he is in March Dance, which means we could catch him slipping. Let me just creep a little bit closer. Does he have a reinforcing homie? I don't know if he does, because this would be a really fun fight to kind of end things on. That army will be at Marienburg soon, and I'm going to have to panic recruit some units. So what we can do is... Oh, a Hippogriff Knight? Come on, dog. What's the upkeep on that? 253? That's expensive. Carrick Ziflin as well. Cannons, various other pieces. The garrison of Marienburg is respectable. I don't know why it's taken forever to get this place. I guess it's just 6,900 is why we haven't been able to grow it. I keep skipping poor Marienburg. And I know we have, some advanced buildings there, too, which I really, really should have been more on top of. We just got all excited about having Altdorf, and... You know how it goes. Marienburg's unique buildings. Let's go ahead and see. We have the Riker's Isle. Oh, it's all right. Okay, nothing too crazy that we're missing out on then. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, homie is going to go join Toddy's army here in a second. We will cut one of the River Wardens. Get you going right here. All right, let's do that. And Toddy is going to march here. He will go do the Gotrek and Felix quest next turn. And you... Oh, dude, the temptation is real here. Oh, Festus is all on his own here. Oh, yes. Yeah, should be an easy win with how powerful our heroes are. Should be an easy win. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a squash. It's just going to be a squash. I'm going to rest the old man hands just out of that. That is just... Because all of our heroes have plus 12 on their combat stats from that freaking character. So this army is actually just really obscene right now. All right, so we defeated Festus. I'm sure he'll take peace soon. We could go get the Brass Keep and just have all these haggard little side territories. I think it's fine. Oh, dude, look at that. We gained a new follower. Oh, bonus versus... Yeah, that's cool. For Black Cap. Okay, that's really sick. So we can get those guys to be really strong. So we're going to go to you. And we're going to give you an ancillary. Great. Nice. So these Black Cap guys are going to be just raid bosses now. Look at their stats. Yeah, much better. All right. So Manon Man. Let's finish off the casualty replan. One sec, guys. Back. And what were we up to? Okay, so that is good. We can get the trade agreement. No, we need to get Marienburg upgraded. It's been too long. We've been too lazy with it. And Altdorf is a sweet city. We don't have enough for that? Oh, you need 4 population surplus. Looks like we're pretty close to it. We're going to be able to get it next turn. All right, great.
Ever vigilant.
Harbor Master Man. Certified equipment. Looks good. Anything else we want to do here? I don't think so. Let's just keep getting speed, charge bonus, leadership, whatever. You know, it's not the best skill, but we'll take the extra powder on you. Warrior Priest is going to get fervor. And anything else? Soulfire Bombardment. All right. Everyone's getting pretty big pimping now. Everyone's getting pretty freaking strong. Pit of Shades. Captain Character. Bladed Shields. And our Sulkin Chad. Have any new abilities? He does not have the Ties That Bound. Yeah, army ability Guardian while embedded in Van Cooper's army. Okay, so it's not going to be super useful. Oh, he's got his special tree, the Cloak Spirit of Sulkin. All right, so we're going to go down his fancy tree here and get his cool stuff now. All right, in the meantime, do we hard march back to our territory? I think, can we make it? Yes, we can. That's going to give us replen, and then we can consider if we want to go take down the big city there. Big Dog Yon has leveled up again. And we need to figure out what we're going to do with this. Defensive alliance with Ostland or Averland. I think we'll go for Ostland because I think Averland is dead. I don't know if the other ones are alive either. But we're just going to hold on to our money for now. Go ahead and pass. Walls, we don't really need to upgrade. Down here, this army is going to join. And I think this is a good spot to call it, guys. Good episode. We are most likely going to finish it in the next one. I think the next one is going to be the final hoorah. We only need 9 more territories, and I see a path to which we do that. You know, I can see it on the wall. So thank you guys for joining, and the end is near, my friends. A positive, a good end, I would say.